my top tips for your CV and cover letter is to tailor it. It's really essential that you look at the job description and utilise terminology, words that they use, and maybe some of the technical skills as well, so that you can showcase that in your CV and cover letter. Remember, an employer can tell if you're just sending out a generic CV and cover letter every time.
When you're writing a cover letter, it's really important to be structured in your ideas, so you can group the paragraphs instead of being kind of scattergun. So start perhaps in a first paragraph about the company, do your research, work out what's going on with them, why you want to apply, and perhaps in the next paragraph talk about why you're right for this role. Use the terminology they use in the job description to map onto your skills.
So check your spelling and grammar once, twice, and then on the third time get somebody else to proofread it for you. Errors can be really off-putting for an employer.
Be creative with your CV, capture the moment and capture that employer.
Each CV and cover letter that you send for an application should be unique to that application. Taking the time to do that and putting the effort in will make your application stronger overall.
It's also really important that within your CV you demonstrate the type of roles that you really are interested in and acknowledge and showcase your transferable skills towards that. So even if you haven't got loads of experience in that particular field, but you've practiced things that you know industry will want, it's really important that you elaborate on that in terms of what you've been studying. And don't forget that on the other side of that, not everyone in industry will know exactly what your course involves. So don't just put the course title and the fact that you studied here. Talk a little bit more, even if it's just 2 or 3 bullet points, about some of those key skill sets that you've got.
Make sure with the CV that there's consistency in terms of the visual appearance, so that it's one font that you're using throughout the whole CV. Make sure that you use one font size as well, so I would recommend a standard font size of 11, perhaps for headings, font size 12. So make sure it's consistent across the whole of the CV.
And that sounds like something really small, but that's enough not to get you to interview. So the small things, the typos, the font size, the visual kind of impact that you have when you first read it is what counts.
If you've got your CV and you're using a particular logo or something that really makes your CV distinctive, ensure that you utilise that over your cover letter, maybe in your application, but also in your portfolio, on any online things that you have, whether that's your own website or an Instagram site.
And have confidence in absolutely everything you do. Although you are going through a period of time where you're going to be going to get work experience to learn and develop, or even if as a graduate you want to go on to those next steps in your career, most employers know that when they're taking and recruiting someone from education, there's still going to be things that you learn within that organisation. So don't be afraid to talk about the things that you're good at and that you enjoy doing. The more that you can try and elaborate on that and key points in your CV, the more chance there is that that person on the other side of your application can really see what it is that you bring to their business and what you offer in terms of potential.